Good morning, students. Today we are going to start our next unit of English 1, Unit 4, poem Why. The poem Why is an insight into the mind of a little boy. All children are eager and curious to know reasons for everything happening around them. Whatever they find unusual, they think about why it is so. So children, this poem Why is also about a little boy who is very curious and he wants to get or find out our answers of many questions. So let's start with our poem Why. Children, first I will recite the poem here and I hope you will also recite with me. Why? I know a curious little boy who is always asking why. Why this? Why that? Why then? Why now? Why not? Why by the way? He wants to know why wood should swim, why lead and marble sink, why sun should shine and wind should blow, and why we eat and drink. He wants to know what makes the clouds and why they cross the sky. Why sings the sun behind the hills and why the flowers die. Some of these whys are not too hard to answer if you will try. Others no one ever yet has found the reason why. Here I will explain the poem Why and you will listen carefully. So let's start with first stanza. I know a curious little boy who is always asking why. Why this? Why that? Why then? Why now? Why not? Why by the way? So in the first stanza, the poet says that he knows a little boy who is very curious, very eagerness and very eagerly asking. And he is so curious that he is always asking questions about anything and everything. He is very anxious and eager to know something about everything. And he keeps on asking why this, why that, why then, why now, why not, and other similar questions about everything he comes across. Next stanza, he wants to know why wood should swim and why lead and marble sink, why sun should shine and wind should blow, and why we eat and drink. Children, here the poet is describing the types of question which the boy is asking. So in this stanza, the poet further describes the queries of the little boy. The little boy asks questions like, why does wood swim on the surface of the water while lead and marble sink in it? Why? Why it has happened? Wood swim on the surface of the water and lead and marble sink. Why? I don't understand why it has happened. And he asks that why sun should shine in the sky and wind should blow. How can it happen? And why we eat, why we feel hungry and why we eat and why we drink. So here this question asked by the boy also indicates that the imagination of a boy is very strong, as well as he had good observation skill also. So children, is it okay? And do you know what is the reason behind sinking of lead and marble? Because those objects are heavy. That's why they are sinking in the water. Next stanza, he wants to know what makes the clouds and why they cross the sky, why sinks the sun behind the hills, and why the flowers die. In this stanza, the poet is also giving some more examples of the questions asked by the little boy. The poet says that the boy wants to know what are the clouds made up of and why do they move up in the sky unlike all the other things that move on the ground. Then further, he also wants to know that at sunset, why does the sun disappear behind the hills? And what is the reason that the pretty flowers in the garden die all of the sudden? Why it has happened? The last stanza, some of these whys are not too hard to answer if you will try. Others no one ever yet has found the reason why. Here the poet says that some of these questions asked by the little boy are not at all difficult to answers of these questions. We just need to think a little about it and we can satisfy the child's curiosity. But the answers to some other questions is not even known to us, to by the elders, as we have not yet pondered over them. So students, this is an explanation of the poem Why. Children, here are some new words with meaning for you and you have to write down these meanings in your notebook. First is curious, meaning eager to know something. Next, led, to guide a group of people or chemical element. There are two meanings. In this poem, the meaning of lead is a chemical element. Next is marble, a little glass ball used by children to play. Next is sink. Sink means to go down below the surface of water. And the last is reason. Reason means a cause. Now we will discuss about rhyming words. Rhyming words, as you know, those words which sounds are same are called rhyming words. Here the rhyming words are why, buy, sink, drink, sky, die, and try, why. So this is the rhyming words of the poem Why. Now there is a make sentence. Make sentence, as I told you earlier, that you have to make a sentence by using this word. Just like marble. The sentence is, his home was made of pale marble. His home was made of pale marble. Second, clouds. Sentence, it stopped raining and the sun poked through the clouds. Next, sink. Sentence, wood does not sink in water. Next, shine. Sentence, good deeds will shine as the stars of heaven. So students, this is only hint. But remember, this is your homework and you have to make sentence by your own words. Is it okay now? And children, today we will also discuss about comprehension. And remember, this is a very important topic. So let's discuss comprehension. Comprehension. What is comprehension? Children, in a comprehension means then there is a passage or a paragraph given and there are some questions, maybe some exercise which is based on that paragraph, and you have to find out the answers of this question from that paragraph. So for this, first you have to read the passage 2 or 3 times. After that, you read the questions carefully and get an idea of what you have to answer and be clear about what information you require. And students, comprehension is an essential part of English grammar and you should know what is comprehension and how can we find out the answers of the questions from the passage. So today I'll give you a practice of comprehension. So let's start with comprehension. Children, here there is a passage and you must read this passage 2 times. Now I am going to read the passage and you will listen carefully and observe how to find out the answers of the exercise or answers of the question from the passage. So let's start. Read this passage about the clothes we wear. We wear clothes to look decent and smart. Clothes also protect us from heat, wind, rain, cold and insect bites. What kind of clothes we wear depends upon the climate in which we live. The part of the world or country where we come from influences the way we dress up. Also, our dress depends upon the occasion. Children in schools and some people doing a special job like policemen, postmen and pilots wear a special dress called uniform. Have you understood this para? In this para, we come to know about the clothes, that why should we wear clothes and on which occasion we wear clothes. We wear clothes according to occasion, according to climate. Okay. And about the uniform. Who wear the uniform? Children wear the uniform and policemen, postmen and pilots, they wear a special dress that is called uniform. So understood? Now next paragraph. Our clothes should allow free flow of air. They should be comfortable and allow free movement of limbs. When the weather is wet and rainy, we wear waterproof clothes and gumboots. In hot weather, it is best to wear cotton cloths which absorb sweat and keep us cool. People living in very cold places wear woolen clothes to keep themselves warm. In hot, dry deserts, people wear long robes and scarves to protect them from the heat of the sun. And now in this paragraph, what do you find? We find that we wear clothes according to the seasons. Just as now there is a rainy season. So we wear gumboots, waterproof clothes so that we can save the rain. We can save by the rain. And in a hot weather, we wear cotton cloths. Why we wear cotton cloths? Because they absorb sweat and we keep us cool. And cold places, we wear woolen cloths because they keep themselves warm. And in a hot dry deserts, people wear long robes and scarves so that they can protect themselves by the heat of the sun. So first of all, you must read paragraph 2 times and try to make understand what is in the paragraph. Now look at the exercise which is also related from this passage. So listen, write T for true and F for false statements. First, school children wear a special dress called uniform. Is it true or false? Look at the paragraph. If you read paragraph carefully and try to understand, that you can easily find out all the answers. So, school children wear a special dress called uniform. Is it true or false? It is true. Then write down true. Second, we wear synthetic clothes in hot weather. How can we wear synthetic clothes in hot weather? No. We wear cotton cloths in hot weather. So it is false. Write down false. Our clothes should be comfortable. Yes, our clothes should be comfortable. This line is also in the passage. Second paragraph, our clothes should allow free flow of air. Look at the second paragraph. They should be comfortable. They should be comfortable. What comfortable? Our clothes should be comfortable. So it is true. Write down true. Now fourth, woolen clothes keep our body cool. Woolen clothes keep our body cool? No. Woolen clothes keep our body warm. So it is also false. Look at the paragraph. Fourth line. In hot weather, it is best to wear cotton cloths which absorb sweat. So we will wear cotton cloths in hot, and people living in very cold places wear woolen clothes to keep themselves warm. So woolen clothes keep warm. So it is false. Now last, we look decent and smart without clothes. Is it right? No. We look decent and smart without clothes. No. We look decent and smart when we wear clothes. So it is also false. Now understood? Now come to the question answers. Answer the following questions. First question. Why do we wear clothes? Why do we wear clothes? So find out the answer. It's very easy. Can you find out? Yes. Starting. When the paragraph is starting, we wear clothes to look decent and smart. And you can also add this. Clothes also protect us from heat, wind, rain, cold and insects bites. So the whole answer is in your passage. You can also copy from the answer from this passage. So you have to write down, we wear clothes to look decent and smart. And you can also add this, clothes also protect us from heat, wind, rain, cold and insects bites. Now is it okay? What is a uniform? What is a uniform? Then your answer will be, children in school wear a special dress called uniform. And you can also write down same as a passage. Children in schools and some people doing a special job like policemen, postmen and pilots wear a special dress called uniform. You can also copy these lines from the passage, and you can also make your own words like school children wear a special dress called uniform. Now third question, what kind of clothes do we wear in wet climate? Wet climate. So your answer will be, we wear in wet climate waterproof clothes and gumboots. I repeat again. We wear in wet climate waterproof clothes and gumboots. And you can also write down waterproof clothes and gumboots we wear in wet climate. Is it okay? Now, fourth question. Why do we wear cotton clothes in hot weather? Why do we wear? Why do we wear? All the answers in the passage. Try to find out. Your answer will be, we wear cotton clothes in hot weather because they absorb sweat and keep us cool. They absorb sweat and keep us cool. Simple. So, this is the way by which you can find out the answers of the question and exercise from the passage. But remember one thing, I repeat again and again. First of all, you must read the passage 2 times. After that, you must read exercise and questions 2 times. After that, you will try to find out question answers from the passage. So please do practice. It's very, very important topic. So please do practice at your home. Students, there is another comprehension for your practice. First of all, what should you do? You must read the passage 2 times. After that, find out the answers from the passage. So, this is your homework. I will give you some hint. Just as your first question is fill in the gaps in the sentences given below based on the above passage. The great advantage of early rising is the. So the answer is in your passage. The second line, the great advantage of early rising is the good start. So you have to write down good start in the fill in the blanks. So just as you have to solve the fill in the blanks from the passage. Now second, find words from the passage that mean the same as. There are some words which meaning are same and from the passage. So first, disturbance. Disturbance. In your passage there is a word distraction. When you read the passage you will find out distraction. Disturbance and distraction means are same. So you have to write down here distraction. The word is in your passage. Now third, rearrange the following words to make meaningful sentence. Write each sentence in the space provided. In this exercise, there are some sentences which are not in a meaningful sense. So you have to rearrange the following words to make meaningful sentence. This sentence are also in the paragraph. Just as first is good for the mind and body early rising. That is no meaning. But the first line, early rising is good for the mind and body. The line is same. So if you arrange the words like that, early rising is good for the mind and body, your answer will become. So first of all, I repeat again and again. You read the passage 2 times carefully. Now try to find out the question answers. Is it okay? So students, this is the comprehension. Please do practice at your home. Thank you for watching this video.